All right, everybody knows exactly what day it is. It is hashtag Friday Pie Day. It might lag. My video might lag a little bit out here. I don't know. I'm outside. There's nothing I can do about it. Got the outdoor setup back. It's all in full force, man. We appreciate everybody for showing up. If you are here from the future, again, hello from the past. We appreciate you. Make sure you smash the like button if you get value out of these streams, which we're about to provide a ton of it. Okay? Secondarily, make sure you hit subscribe, baby. Boom! Bang on that notification bell. Comment whatever you want in the relevant sections below. If you have an altcoin, an asset, whatever you want me to do, TA on, I will take requests. If you do have questions on technical analysis or something, I will take a little bit of time to answer people's questions if they do indeed have them. Okay, so drop them in the comment section. If you're here from Twitter, I appreciate you. The only thing I will say is if you want to interact with us, you cannot do it on Twitter, okay? You will need to come over to the YouTube stream and ask your question there because we will not see anything in Twitter. What pops up on the screen is what pops up in YouTube right there, right? Dr. Feelgood says, let's get it. It's Friday Pie Day. Dude, Nordic Alpha took serious gains. Everybody in Nordic Alpha right now made their pizza money and they are smoking cigars coming into the weekend, like they always are. Let's be real, like they always are, especially if you're following my gold and silver analysis. And I know a lot of people are like, dude, I trade crypto, man. You can trade gold and silver inside of crypto. You ever heard of PAXG? You ever heard of XAUT? That's Tether's version of gold, the gold coin, right? Obviously, Paxos, in my opinion, is better because they're regulated, and we all know about Tether. So do whatever you want with that information, but just know that I do give out that analysis on gold and silver. Woo, man, 88% win rate now over just the past year, right? Redonkulous gains. Let's switch and I'll show you. Let's switch and I'll show you. If you don't believe me, that's fine. You don't have to. Get it up. How do I do my transition? Bang! There we go. That is not it. You can go check out my live documented win rate anytime that you want. We still have two positions that are open, as you can see right now. Got in at gold on a long 38.25. Got in on silver on a long at 44 or 45.88. Right? Where's wow. Already up almost $2.50. Hit the value area high on silver. Absolutely killing it. Up on gold pretty substantially as well. We'll show you the trades. But, you know, if you don't believe me, just go and check it out. Do whatever you want to do. I've got links to all the call outs, everything. We took like 5 trades in the matter of like a few hours this week on gold and silver and brought back about 10% gains. Pretty insane. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trades. 6 for 6 because these will finish in profit no matter what. So we will be 6 for 6. On these trades. Scroll up, you can see the win rate, you can see all of the gains, blah, 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 right? Win rate, 88%, you know, 208% gain, 180% gain, all that good stuff, right? So do with that information whatever you want, but man, we kill it in the S&P. We kill it trading the S&P. We also kill it trading in crypto. So we trade all markets, man. We don't really trade as much Forex, but a lot of people consider gold to be Forex trading, which I don't. It's definitely a commodity, but you know, it could be it could be a currency very soon if you kind of read the tea leaves of what's going on in the background. Gold definitely could be a currency very soon. So without further ado, let's get into just the news-based stuff, and then we can get into some TA. Again, whatever you want me to do TA on, I'm more than happy to do it from a high-level perspective. We'll talk about some of the ones that people requested last week, too. WTI crude. I called that out last week. Dude, absolutely epic fall on WTI crude. I called that out. I said, literally, mark my words, this thing is pulling back. And pull back it did. And we will show you that if you want here in just a little bit. So, bang. Now, Treasury Secretary Besant says that the U.S. GDP could take a hit from the government shutdown. Well, it absolutely can, and it absolutely probably will. The second thing that will take a hit will be a lot likely is the reporting of the economic data. Okay, luckily they did report services PMI for the S&P today, and it actually went down to the lowest point it's been in 13 friggin' years, man. That tells people get out of the US dollar. That tells people that rate cuts are coming. That pumps gold and silver. That pumps risk on assets because the dollar is continually depreciating. The economy that backs the dollar and the jobs market that is backing the dollar is not doing good. You want to know why bitty Bitcoin pumped this morning? That's why. That's why. It's very simple. And if you want, like, dude, just here, I'll show you. I tell people all of these things every single week, okay? All you got to do is come here every Wednesday at 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. Sometimes I think we might be changing it to 12:30 Eastern Standard Time, but every Wednesday I give you all of the fundamental factors that are going to be driving the market. You can choose to show up and spend 20 to 30 minutes of your time understanding what's going to happen in the market, what's going to potentially drive the market moving forward, or you can choose to live in blissful ignorance and potentially make money or also potentially get wrecked because you don't know what the forces are moving in the background. Okay, now this is an interesting concept. Crypto treasuries may actually start to soon gobble up each other in mergers and acquisitions style, right? So they're not just gonna like they're not going to war with each other. They're not killing each other, right? And they're not trying to like outperform each other, even though they are. We're talking mergers and acquisitions, and the case study on this is going to be Strive and Similar Scientific merging to try to make a more efficient Bitcoin accumulation machine. So now I'm not going to read this to you. I am going to read one thing in this article to you, and it's because it's going to be a direct quote, okay? But the one thing that you need to take into account, and this is something I've been preaching for a very long time, because people are like, yo, crypto is super duper, it's decentralized, I'm debanking, and I support the, getting away from the government and all these things. Who's buying the most Bitcoin right now? It's not you, I assure you. It's not you, it's not me. It's governments, it's banks, and it's institutions like MicroStrategy. Does that seem like you are debanking? Does that seem like you're getting out of the markets that control you? Does that seem like you're like, what do they say? Escape the matrix. Are you escaping the matrix? Are you? I don't know. And this is why I'm saying this. Digital asset treasury companies will eventually consolidate, and this is the key, under a few large players. Who's the biggest ETF for Bitcoin in the world right now? BlackRock. Ask ChatGPT to tell you about BlackRock and its storied history of owning everything. And then you tell me if you think that's bullish for Bitcoin in general, right? I don't know, man. I don't know. Don't say I didn't warn you. Then we see $21 million being lost in crypto, which is a relatively small amount for what we've seen being hacked lately. $21 million by another suspected North Korean terrorist. Well, not terrorist, but like cyber terror, hacking, blah, blah, blah. Zach XBT broke this, right? And essentially what happened is the stolen funds were, BTC, Ethereum, Litecoin, Doge, right? What else do they have? Bitcoin Cash, right? And then they laundered it all through Tornado Cash. Surprise, surprise. Crazy, right? What's it called is done. This is my guy, R. Gilbert. He said he's in the trading room, by the way. He's in the Nordic Alpha trading room. He knows what time it is. It's gains o'clock almost every single day inside of there. If you're not drinking your nitrogen water or your hydrogen water, drink your hydrogen water. I don't have an affiliate with these guys. I probably shouldn't even say their name because I shouldn't get things for free on my channel. Purify. Get you some hydrogen water. got two of them. I got another one on deck, backed up. Fun fact. 'Tis forbidden to produce hydrogen more than twice in 10 minutes. I'm going to produce. What you going to do about it? Dude, no, I haven't got the Aquapana sponsorship yet, man. So I stopped putting them on the stream. I got to reach out to him. I got to get a little bit bigger. Dex, R. Gilbert, Vince, my discoing animal, Dr. Feelgood, everybody that's on this stream. Help support your boy's health. Share this so that we can become a big enough YouTuber that I can go to Aquapana and tell them to sponsor me. That would be helpful. I don't want money from them. I don't want money. I'll show you. We can make money. I can teach you how to make money too. Actually, Dex, he's in the Nordic Alpha Discord as well. R. Gilbert is in there. Ask them if they have made money. Ask them if they've witnessed people making money in there. All I'm saying. I don't want money from Aquapana. I would just like some water. Give me some water, man. With that being said, these guys lost $21 million. They are not having a good time, right? I was watching their live stream when it happened, and I actually took a clip from their live stream. This was them.
Like, I'm feeling a little irked, or at least like irked adjacent, and then these guys bring in their bad vibes. Bro, I'm straight up not having a good time.
One more clip from their stream, and then we'll move on.
Mr. Biden, come on down here. Help me, Jesus! Help me, Jewish God! Help me, Allah! Ah! Help me, Tom Cruise!
This is going downhill.
Help me, Tom Cruise! Sorry about you. I mean, I would be very, very angry if I lost $21 million. You know, I would be happy that I had $21 million, but then I would also be angry that I lost it. Yeah. Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about that. But this is what we're seeing happen on the crypto bubbles right now. I'm going to put my thing back here. Blocking my friggin' screen. I got to keep the one right here, though, that's actually still full. That way, if I get parched, I can quench my thirst with some hydrogen water. Okay? This is what we're seeing happen inside of the crypto bubbles right now. Avalanche pumping, went up 3150. We got, Pancake Swap did numbers, man. It was up by like 35% earlier today. That one absolutely crushed it. And let's see, what's a Sonic doing? Sonic's got to be near 30 cents at this point, right? It's got to be. 28.84, okay, 28, almost 29 cents, whatever. ETH's got to be near 3,400. I mean, Bitcoin went up and you know, kind of kissed its all-time high and then just faded hard, right? Like, massive. Yeah, 45.83 is where we went on ETH, and now we're at 45.24. That's a key level. We need to hold that. We'll do the analysis on it. If you want the analysis every single day, I promise you, get in here, right? And I can show you the trades that I literally post these every single day. Gold and silver trades from yesterday are up massive, blah, blah, blah. All that good stuff. Do whatever you want to do. You want to join in on the fun, you know, here's the win rates. Go do your research. We're not talking a win rate on 10 trades either. We're talking, you know, 100 trades here. Like, this is just over the past year. Do with that information whatever you want to do. Let's get into the technical. All right. That's gold. We're going to do Bitcoin first. Comment section. Give me something. Let's go to the Drew over Twitter. Has anybody said anything on the Twitter? There are 31 people in the Twitter. Make sure you hit the like button if you want me to do something. Wow, my followers have actually gone up. Thank you, Twitter people, for actually following me for once. I was down at like 900 a while back. So thank you for doing that. If you could, just hit the like button and follow. But come right down here. Hit this little comment button. If you want me to do some TA on something and you have an actual request, I'll be more than happy to do it. I'm taking requests right now. If you have any questions on technical analysis, feel free to ask them. I'll see if I can get to them here in a little bit. We do have a topping tail candle at the highs on the chart right now. That's not a good sign. Topping tail just basically means they kept trying to push price up, but the bearish buying pressure kept pushing it right back down, right? So, and this is the biggest volume candle that has come in forever. Like literally, this is the candle. Look at the last time we had volume like this. It was back here at the bottom, right? On this massive, massive candle here. Let's see if this candle had it. Yeah, okay. And then again, right here at the exact bottom. This was at the value area low, right? And then we hit the exact bottom here with the same amount of volume that we're seeing over here. Why do I say that? Why does that matter? I'm going to give you a masterclass on it for the free 99, baby. The highest amount of volume usually comes in at the extreme highs or the extreme lows. Watch your volume. It is a cheat code. If you don't know how to read TPO, if you don't know how to go into Bookmap and read the order books and order flow and understand what orders are on the books right now and which ones are spoofs and which ones are real, and find your liquidity levels, just watch volume. That is all you have to do. Just watch volume. It is not that hard. If you get into my blueprint or my foundation training, which they're all live, you can go and get them right now if you want to. I'm not making a big push in like telling people about them right now, but they are done and they are available. If you get in there, you will get an absolute masterclass on how to trade just using and reading volume. It's nuts, man. Volume tells the tale of the tape. It'll tell you where the prices matter. Let's get into the technicals. All right. By the way, just so that everybody knows, we took this trade last week inside of NORDIC Alpha. And actually, I can show it to you if you would like me to. I don't have to, you don't have to lie to kick it on this channel, right? We entered here once we broke up, we back tested it, and we ran this bad boy all the friggin' way up, dude. You could have either taken profits here, you could have taken profits here, you could have taken profits here, you could have taken profits here, right? Depends on where you took the profits, but if you did, you killed it, right? If you did, you absolutely killed it. And I can actually, oops, that's the wrong tab. Nah, this is the wrong one. This is the wrong channel. That's my bad. My bad. BTC long, just hold full take profit. We now have a rejection of the value area high. Bang. Where's the trade? There it is. Where did it go? There it is. There it is. Took it all the way from $109,500 or 110K, call it 110, all the way up to 115.5, man. All the way up to 115.5. And honestly, you probably took it further. You probably took it to like 117. Absolutely insane trade. Absolutely insane trade, my friends. If you're not inside of the NORDIC Alpha Wolfpack, I have absolutely no idea what you're doing. Okay, so what are we doing here? Well, let's show you. So this was liquidity, man. This was a demand zone. Sorry. Supply zone. Right in here, right? Dang it. We can zoom in over here and I'll show you. Oh my gosh. Please just cooperate. Right there. That is your supply zone, right? Well, zoom out. What happened? Bang. Supply. Lots and lots of sellers there. Lots and lots of sellers. As you can see, look at the massive, just absolutely massive volume candle here. You get outside of it, you're bearishly back testing it. This is where you start shorting. And I'm not just blanketly telling people like, oh, you almost hit the all-time high. You need to short, man. That's not why. It's from a technical perspective. You also have this big ass volume candle. You have a topping tail, right? You now have a doji star, which is probably going to become an evening star pattern, right? Especially if we get a nice little fade right here. This is on the hourly chart. You tapped into the liquidity zone. You hit the sellers. They hit the sell button. Then you tried to tap back into it. You got the rejection. And this is where you can start thinking about shorting. Now, are you going to do that short on the weekend? Man, I don't know, dude. I don't know. But one thing I can tell you, Dex, do you know what this charting pattern looks like, man? 100% you can, but it's like, it's not free. Nordic Alpha is $29 a month. But yeah, anybody can come in, man. All you got to do is just click the link in the description. 100%. He's going to break up ETH of the trend line for late August. Well, you can check it out. Dex, do you know what this pattern looks like? Or Gilbert, one of you two? If anybody's been watching me for any length of time, they probably know what it is. Especially if you watched my video earlier today. I literally called this out. Actually, let's just show you. I literally called this out earlier. Push up to new all-time highs. Obviously, you can't hear the audio on this. I'm like narrating it, but you know, it is what it is. I'll tell you what it is. It's a WV pattern, man. I would be expecting a pullback here to this point of control right around here, about 117.6. You might not get all the way down there, but essentially what a WV pattern is this, right? This, here's your first leg, right? And actually, we should probably bring this all the way over here. I'm going to actually draw this like right so that everybody can see, right? That's the W. I think we can all agree that's a W, right? W's in the chat. I don't know, right? Dex says he failed the pop quiz. All right, no worries. The W, and then this is where the V comes in, okay? You get a retest back to the previous resistance that you broke out of, and you retest that, and it's usually about the 0.5 fib. This is not going to be the 0.5 fib. It's probably going to be in between the 0.382 and the 0.5. Yep, exactly. I'm pretty darn decent with fibs now, man. I can pretty much call it out without even having to put it on the chart. But here's your target. What the hell is going on? Just let me move it. Target's about 129, 75% of the measure move, 129. That would be your new all-time high if this WV pattern would essentially break up to the upside, right? You would like to see this level hold for a pullback, 117.6, bang, and you're entering massive, massive longs here, right? I don't think so, bro. I mean, it might trickle up over the weekend. It tried, bro. It tried. Like, look at the volume on this candle. Look at all the volume on the candles around it. They tried really hard to get it there, and they could not get it there. So I don't think that we're going to hit the all-time high. Definitely not right this second. And weekends have historically low volume on it. So now could we hit the all-time high because there's not a lot of sell volume because institutions are out playing golf? Yeah, we definitely could over the weekend because, you know, but watch out for that Sunday dump. And just be ready for your entries that I'm giving you, right? You stay above 120 or 117.5, man, this is ultra mega bullish, dude. And then secondarily, if you stay above 120 and you come back down here and you test this value area high, you got two trades right here, man. Bang, right? Running it up to about 130, 120 something, right? You set your stop loss below the swing low right here, right? This little itty bitty wick that you can just barely see. Barely, right? This little itty bitty wick right there. You set your stop loss below it. You target 129, right? And you say, you know, I know you can barely see the wick like Donna Goodo.
I'm legally blind, I can see, barely.
But it is there. It is there. Okay, so then let's set up the other trade, right? You come all the way back down here, bang, right? This one's very simple. It's a very simple trade, okay? Does a 17x risk to reward get you excited? I don't know. Does it? Yeah, it probably does. So there you go. That's Bitcoin in a nutshell right now, man. ETH. Let's see what you got, baby. Dude, absolutely murdered the long on ETH last week, just so that everybody knows. Not saying, but just saying. Right? Bang. Perfect entry, perfect exit. No drawdown. 7.5 risk to reward trade. Very simple. Very, very simple, right? So absolutely killed it. Never came down for us to short. Just perfect bounce, man. Picture friggin' perfect, right? And now guess what happens? This is why you don't get rid of your trend lines. Bang, 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 bang. Ran right into the trend line. Bang, bang, bang. Dude, if you want to learn this stuff, get into Nordic Alpha. We're doing this shiz every single day. This is a cup and handle. Bang, bang, right? Let's check it out. Check it out. Cup and handle on ETH, digging it. Call it something like that. It's pretty straight up and down, right? Target, boom, and bam. Now, what you would like to see is a flag out here. You really need to see a flag out. And then a breakout, right? Somewhere around here. This takes you to 50 call it $5,100, 75% of the measured move on this. That's the cup and handle on ETH. I would be entering, I mean, there's two places that you can enter. I don't like this long that much, right? And there's a reason for it, right? I don't like this long as much as I like the one that I'm going to give you next. Let's save this 1 hour cup and handle. Are we on the hour? Yeah. I don't like this long as much as I like the one that I'm going to give you now, right? Which is this one. This is what I would like to see. Because you're reaching a really, really key level of resistance right here, right? Which is a Fibonacci level, as you can see right here, right? It's a 0.786 fib. And that's going to act as resistance, okay? So if you can break above that and then work your way up to the 1.0, you're talking a $5,700 ETH. So I would rather take my entry like this, right? You can add, like, right? If you come up here, you bearish or you bullishly back test this, you can maybe 50% here, right? And then bang, you come up here, you get above it, and then you back test it as support. Secondary entry, massive trade, bing, bang, boom. That's what I'm seeing on ETH. At the end of the day, what ETH really needs to do is it's got to break this $4,600 level right here. It's got to get above these two intersecting resistances, right? One is an upward intersecting resistance. The other is a downward intersecting resistance, which was part of, you guessed it, a pennant, right? A symmetrical triangle. And this symmetrical triangle was technically supposed to break up because it was bullish biased because we were in an uptrend, bang, 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 right? And it didn't. So it broke down. Now you're waiting for it to get up, get above it, retest it, and then move up to the upside. Okay, that's what I would be looking for on Ethereum, okay? You got to stop being a Donna. I mean, we'll see, man. I'm okay with being wrong. I am okay with being wrong. Like, I want to see crypto do well. I want to see our altcoins that are in the Wolfer portfolio pump to the frigging moon, man. But you know, I have to keep it real. I have to keep it real. Let's talk about gold and silver, dude. All-time highs on gold, all-time highs on silver, 14-year highs on silver every single day. We took 6 trades in 2 days on gold and silver. You want to see what they were? Absolute insanity. Insanity. I gave all these trades out inside of the Nordic Alpha community the day before they hit. Yeah. Bro, I watch you because you're not wrong, son. Hey, sometimes I am, though. I can't sit here and act like, I mean, go look at my win rate, right? Go look at my win rate. It'll tell the tale of the tape. I'm right 88% of the time. I'm not always right. So I'm definitely wrong. I was wrong 11 times. I was wrong 11 times at least, right? So, you can't, this isn't Pokemon, you can't catch them all, right? But let's talk about what happened last week inside of Gold and Silver and Abs. Dude, we just absolutely murdered it. Just so, dude, insane trades. We came back, we back tested the top end of the trend channel and the 50 moving average. We got our bounce, we got our entry, we got our perfect exit at a new all-time high, right? And then guess what we did? Same stuff, man. Longed the parallel top, right? Right here, we're still in this trade right now. But guess what also happened on this trade? We got the same exact trade 2 times in a row. So this is the second time we took this trade. Where was the first time, Drew? Right friggin' here. And it moved all the way up and we took it all the way up here. 6.5x risk to reward trade. That's 1, 2. This is the third trade. This is already in profit, right? The fourth time, we said, look, we come up here, we SFP this. We are shorting and we're shorting down to the bottom or the top end of the parallel. Perfect entry, perfect exit, 0 drawdown, 8x risk to reward happened in 2 friggin' hours. You took your profits. This is the power of the Nordic Alpha community. Dude, pay the F attention, man. And then again, we tested the 50 again here. Bang, bounce, new all-time high, got the SFP, shorted it right here all the way down. And then guess what we did? Bang, bang, long the parallel top, baby. Long to the parallel top, and we're aiming for 4K at the very least. We're aiming for the highs. We'll see what happens. People feel free to take profit right now, right? This is an 18x risk to reward trade. It's already at a 5.5x, right? These are the trades that you're getting inside of Nordic Alpha for $29 friggin' a month. Less than $1 a day, man. That's not enough for you? The Bitcoin trades? The ETH trades? The gold trades, those aren't enough for you? Buckle up. Buckle up, man. Let's get it. Shorted the SFP, bearish divergence, all the way down to the point of control. It ran through our take profit, but guess what we did? We just trailed it all the way down, baby, and it did it in 2 friggin' hours. And then guess what we did? We took this trade right before that. We longed the 0.786 bounce, took profit at the point of control, and then guess what we did? We took the exact same trade all friggin' over again, and we are in it in massive profit right now. Go ask the Nordic Alpha people how they're feeling. Go ask the Nordic Alpha people how they're feeling this week. They'll tell you we're doing really well. We're feeling really good. Drew over, great guy. Gives out the best trades. Love him, right? Boom, big short, big long, aiming for those highs. 0 drawdown on this. Look at the risk to reward on this bad boy, 33-1. As it sits right now, if you were to take profit, you just took a 20x risk to reward trade. That's what you get inside of Nordic Alpha. That's what you get when you get inside of my mind, right? We give these things out every single day, every single week, all the time. Oh, those 8 trades that I just gave you, they weren't enough for you? Okay, let's go to S&P really quick. Did we call out a gap fill on the S&P and take it to new all-time highs to get our fill for an absolutely astronomical 7x risk to reward trade inside of the equities markets too? I don't know what you trade, but whatever it is, we're probably trading it inside of the Nordic Alpha community. So do whatever with that information, do whatever you want, man. We got 37 people on Twitter. We only got 4 people on YouTube. Twitter people, follow me, right? If you want inside of the Nordic Alpha Wolf Pack, get in there, because I promise you, if you were in there, all of these gains right here, right? All of these gains from like July or June onward. So from right here on down, just keep scrolling, right? Just keep scrolling. Why is it not scrolling? Jesus, that thing skipped real fast, right? Bang, 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 bang. Green, 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 green. Get in there, man. Get in there like swimwear. I don't know what to tell you. Does anybody have anything else they'd like me to look at, right? I'm more than happy. If you have things that you want me to look at, I'd be more than happy to look at it. Yeah, so 70 on the RSI doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything on Bitcoin, especially on Bitcoin. My rule of thumb, and this is what I teach inside of not only the blueprint, but the foundation, right? 80. It needs to be 80, okay? Once you get up near 80, it's like you're getting pretty, you're like 75% probability. At 70, it's 50-50. I could show you 150 times where we ran past 70. Let me show you. All right, where's BTC? When in doubt, zoom out, right? Oh my gosh. Okay. This is RSI, okay? I have the 80 line marked here, right? So let's just zoom out. As you can see, 70 is way down here. Look how many times we ran past that and went to 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, 90, man. Once you get up to 90, dude, that's like all-time high range. And once you get down below 10, that's like all-time low ranges. But again, you don't take into account 30 either. 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, right? 20. I can name them. I can show you a million times that the 70 range on RSI didn't hold up and doesn't mean shit. Now, we are about to hit 80. That is good. We had a massive bearish divergence that never played out. Now that bearish divergence is getting canceled out. From a macro perspective, we still have a bearish divergence. Okay, what do I mean by that? Right? From a macro perspective, we still have the bear div, as you can see, right? But does that mean anything? Your guess is as good as mine. I mean, look at the line. Look at the line going down, right? Price going up, setting new highs. So there's bearish divergences. You got to pair that. You got to pair that stuff, man. But my guess is if you come back up here and you get above that 80 line on RSI, yeah, it's short city, baby. It's short city. Let's see what the daily's doing, though. Got to save my WV pattern and get it the hell off of here. So, yeah, I mean, bang, bang, bang. Massive move up, dude. I don't see any way we don't come back down here to 117.5. It's overextended. Even on the daily chart, we've got RSI starting to hit 70, right? We'll see. We'll see what happens. But, you know, again, look, 75, 80, 77, right? 80, 80, 84, right? 90, 90, 90. Like, yeah, RSI gets disrespected all the time, man. So don't trade just based upon that. Get inside of the blueprint or the foundation, and I'll give you a real way to trade with RSI. Yeah, because they don't mess around, bro. They will put that together. But together with the high demand, yeah, I mean, yeah, I would do 20 and 80. Yeah, I would do 20 and 80. That's what I set mine at, just because it's extreme levels, man. Like the more extreme the level, the more confluence and the more confidence you're gonna have, right? The trading isn't about being right or wrong. Trading, like as you can see, like even I have a very high win rate, which is not normal. It is not normal. I just want that to be clear. Like having a win rate like that in the way that I trade, it's not normal. A win rate like that for investors, long-term investors, that's normal. Okay. not for traders though. So my point is that I lose sometimes, right? I'm wrong sometimes. I want the probability of me being wrong to be so small, right? And that's why I make these rules and set these parameters in the way that I do. And I lay all of that out inside of my trainings as well. And I tell people all these things inside of Nordic Alpha in my daily posts for the S&P, for the metals markets, for crypto, whatever it is, right? And I kind of let people know like, hey, these are the parameters, right? And I let people know this in advance. I mean, look at this trade, right? Look at these trades that I set up in Nordic Alpha. Give me a second. Active Nordic Alpha trades. Look how specific the naming on these trades are, right? 10-3, I called this out today. Short an SFP at the all-time high and a bearish divergence would be a bonus, okay? Like all of my trades are like this, where I set up these parameters, right? Like look at this one. The reason why we took this was because we wanted to long if there was no SFP up here, right? So there was no SFP here, swing failuring these highs. We ran through that check, right? Then the next thing we wanted to see was no bearish divergence. Check, no bearish divergence, right? Coming here. And then we long, the bearish divergence was like not a big deal because we knew that we were setting bearish divergences this entire way up and that they can be invalidated very quick, right? So like right here, look at this. This is a massive bearish divergence right here, right? From this high to this high. Big time bearish divergence. This is a small time bearish divergence. This is a small time bearish divergence. Then this didn't even set a new high. So there's no ability for there to be a bearish divergence here. But then the last thing that we wanted to see was, is there a 50 moving average bounce here, right? Once we get this bear div, right? Do we get a 50 moving average bounce and we're taking that up to the highs? That's exactly why we did it. So like, there's rules to this stuff. And if people are just telling you like, take this long because I'm long, you know, don't do it. Don't do it. About just 4% of the traders lose money. Oh, you mean, yeah, win money. Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, very few people actually make money in this market. I'm one of them. There's a reason why I'm a verified pro trader on verifiedinvesting.com, right? There's a reason why I have an 88% win rate. There's a reason why I do things that I do. And it's because I have a skill set that I built up over time, over 10 years in the markets. And that's a skill set you can't build up unless you know somebody that already has it that can teach you, like me, or you got to spend your time in the markets, man. It's called paying your dues. You can't get swole if you don't go to the friggin' gym. You can take all the steroids in the world if you want, but if you don't lift weights, you ain't gonna get big. You're just gonna get fat, right? So we want our pockets to get swollen, right? So, yeah. With that being said, I mean that's pretty much what I got. I know that Dex wanted me to look at WTI. This is gonna be a good one for you, Dex. This is not the chart we looked at it on. Look at that. So last week we were here, right? We were essentially here. And Dex said, hey, is WTI gonna, continue going up? And I said, probably not. It looks like it could have a potential WV pattern here. So what I would look for, sorry, my back hits this. I said, mark my words. There will be a pullback here. How far that pullback is going to go, I don't know because we have this WV pattern here. But we rejected at the 200 moving average and made our move down. So this trade, it blasted straight through it. So you knew this was going to come down even further. And guess what you did? You broke these lows. No swing failure pattern. This is not coming back up here for a little bit, right? No, it's not day trading. I mean, some of them are day trades, right? You can day trade, you can swing trade, you can scalp trade. But yeah, the majority of my trades, they're open anywhere from 3 to 4 hours up to a few days, right? So, I mean, it just really depends on if you want to swing, if you want to day trade, if you want to, and what most people think day trading is not actually what it is. So people think that day traders are like in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, like within 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever. That's a scalper. What a day trader does is they might take, a couple of trades in a day and close those trades by the end of the day, or close the trade the next day, right? Or maybe even the next day, right? We're talking a day trade, like maybe you're in it for a day or maybe 2 days tops. Swing traders are the people that are going to be in positions for 5 days, 10 days, 20 days, right? Position traders are going to be your people that are just looking to buy at good levels and then kind of do their thing as an investor, right? And hold it long term. So none of these levels actually hit. This one did. This one did. This short right here, right? Let's pull all this stuff off. As you can see, this short hit, right? This short right here and this short right here hit. And neither of them would have gotten stopped out because we set our stop loss above the 200 moving average. This one absolutely killed it. This one absolutely killed it. Let's move it over. That is not the right one. I apologize. Let's move it over. As you can see, you enter at the top of where this W was right here. So bang, call it. Boom. You set your stop loss above the 200 moving average. You target the previous zone. Bang. You would have taken an absolutely killer trade on this. If you let it ride all the way down, you had a 9x risk to reward. This is why you got to let the trade show you what it's going to do, because it came down and our level was like, hey, if this bounces here at this prior resistance and at the 50 moving average, that's where you long. But it didn't. It went straight through. So you just kept riding it down, man, to where you took out all three of these lows. This low, and this low. So, yeah, WTI is going down, baby. It's going down, baby. See where we're at. Yeah, I mean, dude. Yeah, this thing's going way down. And as you can see, all of these friggin' what's it called right here, these descending triangles, they all played out to the downside. They all played out to the downside, right? And look at that. So here's another bigger descending triangle, right? That you've now broken below. Just delete this. And keep that. Delete this. So, with all of that being said, you've now rejected from right here. This is a good place to enter your short, right? And now you're breaking down from a descending triangle that's an extremely bearish pattern. And I mean, what's the target on something like this? I mean, it's pretty massive, dude, to be honest with you. I'm not saying you're going to go all the way down here, but I mean, this target is down here at $50, man. So I would be entering shorts here at this level right here. And I would be targeting at the very least these lows down here at $55. These are first and foremost. And that's going to be the lowest you've been since like 2022, man. No. Yeah. About 2021, right? You've been above the $55 level since February of 2021. So yeah, I mean, watch out, man. I mean, and this stuff works on everything, dude. Like what I teach you, I promise you, no problem, Dex. What I teach you, it works in every market, dude. If you trade Forex, cool, it works. You trade stocks, great, it works. You trade options, great, it works, right? You trade crypto, it works. You trade metals, it works. You trade friggin' wheat, commodities, it works, man. Learn this skill, recession-proof yourself, earn yourself some extra income, and do your thing. With that being said, I appreciate everybody for showing up, man. Seriously, it means the world to me. If you could like the video, I tried to give out as much possible value as I possibly could on this stream. I'm going to start streaming more. That's all I ask of people, man. Just help support the channel. If, you know, this was valuable to you, drop something in the comments section for me. Subscribe. Boom! Bang on the notification bell. I will see you all soon. I hope everybody has a good hashtag Friday Pie Day with their beautiful families. And I'm going to wait for my smoking hot wife to get home so I can get some pie, some pizza pie with her. And Liga Privadas on Nordic Alpha this week, man. If you didn't make enough money inside of Nordic Alpha to afford like a Liga Privada for like $20, it's because you didn't take any trades. I will see you all soon. Peace.